my name is Madison Jewell. I'm currently 15 years old and a sophomore at Salisbury. I don't really know what I want to do, going to college-wise, but I do have an idea of what I want to do. So throughout my night, I'm going to share with you how I came about this idea and also some of my short-term goals. I started playing field hockey for Mystic Hockey Club. It's an indoor team, but it slowly started to become an outdoor team also. And we started off in this little warehouse, and it was really run down. But throughout the years, we began progressively getting better, and we entered tournaments and went to college connection camps, and we even won a few trophies. And throughout the past few summers, I've actually been getting notifications from college scouts, and I'm still unsure of whether I'd want to play field hockey in college, even though it's such a big part of my life. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to balance the time between what I want to do. Field hockey was not my original sport though. I started off with gymnastics when I was 11 months old, and when you're 11, you don't really do much at that time, but I decided to stick with it and continue until I was around 12 years old. And when you're doing gymnastics, you see a lot of injuries. Girls are constantly getting hurt, and it's such an impacting sport on your body that you're always seeing injuries, whether a girl's jumping and she lands the wrong way and her foot gets twisted, or sometimes you even break a bone. And the first major injury I saw was when a girl, she didn't measure the distance from the vault to her board correctly. So when she went to jump, she ended up smashing into the vault and she broke her back. And I was literally standing right there on the runway next to her. And I was kind of freaked out, but really amazed by it. And I got to see her because I never saw something like that before. So throughout the years, I went on seeing more things happen, and I think that kind of helps me stomach the thought of those kind of injuries today, the fact that I was growing up and I saw them. So throughout gymnastics, I even got a few injuries myself. I fell off the bars when I was around 8, and I dislocated my elbow. And I was laying there, and my coach said to me, just don't look over at your arm, just keep looking up. But I was 8 years old, so of course I was going to look over at my arm when he told me that. And I saw my elbow was out of its socket, and it was bending backwards, and I was really freaked out at the time, but at the same time I was kind of amazed by what was going on, and I had no idea how to go about the situation, and I think I went in shock because I don't remember any of it. But I decided to I got really excited about the idea that, oh, I'm gonna go to orthopedic surgeons and see what they're doing. And so I ended up going to OAA for 6 to 8 months afterwards to help with the healing process. And while there, I got to see the different machines they use and a bunch of different x-rays and the different techniques they use to help heal your bones. And I was in the arm department this time that I went, so I got to talk with the doctors and hear a bunch of different stories, and this really inspired me. So I was only 8 at the time, but I became really set on the idea that I was going to become an orthopedic surgeon. So my mom would go out and buy me anatomy books and a build-it-yourself skeleton, but I didn't really understand what I was doing. So I got really frustrated within that week of doing it, and I just quit that idea. But it wasn't until I was around 11 where I got Seaver's disease in my heel, and it's when this growth plate and your heel bone, there's too much distance in between there. So this time I had to go to the foot section of the orthopedics, and I got to see the different machines again, different x-rays of the feet, and I thought it was really cool how they're doing the same thing, helping you recover, but it's such a different atmosphere that it got me thinking again, and it re-inspired me. But this time I remembered not to take it too seriously, and I took it slow. Currently, over the summer now, I've stuck with the idea, and I volunteer at St. Luke's. It's nothing like the hands-on stuff, but it's kind of just delivering towels to rooms and talking with some of the patients, and I even get to interact with a few nurses. And I think it's just kind of being in the hospital atmosphere that's valuable for me. It kind of lets me see if what I want to do is really going to suit me. And I really enjoy it. I think it's such a nice thing to be able to do, and I'm hoping that in the future I could find a way to balance possibly being an orthopedic surgeon throughout college and field hockey, because they are both two things that I love, and I think it would be really nice to be able to participate in both of them throughout my college careers. But as of right now, since I don't know what college I would like to attend, I'm just going to continue making good memories with my friends.